You're watching Barnstable This Morning. Joining me now is Town Council President Jessica Rapgrissetti. Jessica, thank you so much for joining us. You have another meeting tonight. Tell me what's on the agenda.
Well, good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Very well.
Good, good. I can't believe it's August already.
I know.
Mid-August. Wow. It's unbelievable.
Time
This is our
flies.
only meeting this month, and not a lot on the agenda, but some important items regardless.
Yeah, you're going to start out, I think, with old business.
Yeah, our
just
appointments and reappointments to the boards, committee, and commissions, the library committee, the Board of Health, and the Cultural Council will be acted upon tonight. And we always appreciate the volunteers to serve on these boards, committees, and commissions.
And then I know in new business tonight, you're also going to discuss, I think there'll be a first reading of a little over $1 million project to help house some of those filters that you guys just put in so they can be used year round.
Yeah, that's referring to a public hearing on our first meeting in September on the 15th. And that is the construction of 3 buildings for the carbon treatment units at the Mary Dunn Wellfield. As you know, the impact to the Hyannis water system as a result of the presence of the PFAS compounds or perfluorinated compounds in 6 of the 10 wells. These need to be operated on a year-round basis, and in order to do this, they need buildings that are heated so the water doesn't freeze. So that's what these 3 buildings will do. So the funding for this project will be provided from a bond issue. And fortunately, the 2017 operating budget won't be affected by the appropriation. But this issue is costing a great deal of money to the ratepayers and to the town of Barnstable. So.
Yeah, be an important item on the agenda. And I hate to do this, but I want to back up a little bit because I missed an important item in old business that I want to discuss. You guys actually have an appropriation and loan order in the amount of $180,000, and that is to go to the private road program. Talk to me a little bit about that expense.
Yeah, the TRPR, TRPRP, Temporary Repair to Private Roads Program. And these are 2 roads in Osterville, Blue Heron Drive and Quail Lane, and they're private roads, but because of this program, if 51% of the owners of the road agree to betterment of the road, the town assists in repairing and then passes that betterment on to 100% of the owners of the road. So, and the period is, I think, about 20 years with interest, and so the town doesn't pay for this. The costs are covered by the betterments. This allows them to fix the drainage and the existing pavement, and but the town will not take the road. It will not become a town-owned road. It still continues to be a private road. So this was initiated by the homeowners on that road, which is a great program.
Yeah, wonderful to see some of those issues being resolved. I know a lot of people have issues with the private roads and trying to get them updated. Now I want to talk a little bit about the water supply issue, going back a little bit again to the water supply issue. There's also an item on the agenda that talks about the town of Yarmouth and the intermunicipal agreements. What's going to be voted on there?
Well, this is just acknowledgement of our agreement with the town of Yarmouth, as well as with Central Osterville, Marston's Mills Fire District, also known as COM. We have interconnections with both of those actually municipalities. I think the COM is considered its own little municipality. So this is just to acknowledge that that is happening within the town of Barnstable and those water departments.
And then I see, and I know we were talking about a lot about water issues
this
meeting.
The next item is a designation of a Water Resources Advisory Committee. That committee, most of the boards, committees, and commissions, the members that sit on them are considered town employees, and for conflict of interest laws. A member of the Water Resources Advisory Committee reached out to me and to legal department to ask, after talking with the Ethics Commission, asked if, like some other committees that are in the town, that the RAC members be determined to be a special municipal employee. This will allow this member, who regularly works as a subcontractor and pond water quality expertise advisor. He was specifically chosen for Water Resources Advisory Committee because of his expertise, but he wants to be able to continue to respond to requests for proposals on projects and within the town. So this would allow him to continue in that capacity. So this has to be designated by the town council.
Wonderful. So if approved, that would give us a great expert, so to speak, giving us advice, which is really important.
He is now Mr. Eichner. He's an asset to the Water Resources Advisory Committee with his expertise on the ponds. So, and one of the last items is this is also referring to a public hearing on September 15th, and that's a regulatory agreement between the town of Barnstable and Mark Hyannis LLC. And this is a regulatory agreement is also known as a development agreement, and it's a contract with the town and the developers with regards to regulations, and this has gone through the planning board as it needs to, and the planning board actually helps draft the regulatory agreement, and it needs not only planning board approval, which this one did receive, but also council approval. This is with regards to the project at the Rotary, the Citizens Bank project that is being developed into a CVS pharmacy as well as a bank. So.
Wonderful. Well, a full meeting ahead for you guys. Glad to hear you get a little bit of relief in the summertime with one meeting the month of August. And
yeah, but we're still working. There's still committees meeting. One of the last items is the Charter Review Committee is going to update the council on what they've been doing. I think they're ready to close out their committee, and they're bringing forth some proposed amendments to the charter, which there's a process to change the charter. These are not substantial changes, but these amendments are everything from changing the town collector to an appointed position rather than an elected position, or all, as well as right now there needs to be a 10-year financial forecast annually, and this would put it more into a 5-year forecast, and then some clarification on charter objection and on when that can be used in a meeting, as well as primaries. So there's some issues that they've gone through our charter and going to bring to the council for discussion. We'll do that after the orders of the day, and then finally we may go into executive session with regards to ongoing litigation with the county regarding the fire training academy.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the update on everything you guys are going to discuss tonight at the meeting. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sarah. Take care.
You too, and look forward to chatting with you again next month.
Okay,
all
will
right.
do. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. My guest this morning was Town Council President Jessica Rep-Grassetti. Of course, Town Council meets tonight at 7 in the Town Hall hearing room.